We're going to talk stitch length on the Bernina L450, which is the top knob on the side of the machine. You'll notice there's a little dot, which indicates about a 2.5 millimeter stitch length, which is kind of what you see right here. Now, why would you need to change this stitch length? And you'll notice that really all the way down here, all settings for your kind of default setup is going to be at that 2.5. Other than like the rolled hems. So 3-thread and 2-thread rolled hems, they turn it down to 1. But the only thing a serger doesn't know is what thickness of fabric you're actually working on. So here's an example. If you're working on something really, really thick, and I leave it at a 2.5 stitch length, these stitches get really close together, almost hard to let the serger pull this through. It almost might pile up. So by making the stitch length longer, we will notice that the machine is just going to pull something that's really thick through a little easier. Then we can change it even while we sew. That's a benefit of having the stitch length knob on the outside of the machine and not somewhere tucked underneath where you have to stop and open it every time. So this is nice. As we get past that shorter stitch length, on the 4-thread overlock that I'm actually doing, it's not going to look real great. And you even see where you start to get down to this R area, down past 1. It's going to put the stitches really, really close together, almost like a satin stitch. So we'll pile them up pretty good here. Oh yeah, they're not going to really look great. We'll put it back to kind of that 2.5 stitch length before we kind of finish. Oh, that's more than that. All right. And you can see what's going to happen. So on finer fabrics, yes, you would want a closer stitch length because we want to make sure that that finer fabric has a nice tight seam when we go to open it up. But remember, for our heavier fabrics, we want to have that stitch length a lot longer. Now we will use the shorter stitch length, not usually with the 4-thread, but definitely like if a rolled hem, we want it to look nice and solid, like a nice blue edge, like what we're seeing right now. That would be really pretty, and we can close those gaps up and make almost a perfect edge along our fabric. So give it a try, see what you actually need it for. If you feel like you're having to push the fabric through, lengthen out the stitch length. If you feel like you're opening it up and you're seeing too many gaps, close it up just a little bit. If you're unsure, start at 2.5, and you're probably going to be really close to the right ballpark.